Good afternoon. Setting up the response of an access control system to registered events helps automate many processes and eliminates human errors or inaction, while also making the system more convenient to use. For example, you can automatically activate a zone according to a schedule, send necessary information to a third-party system, or email a weekly report on employee tardiness to a department head. In Sigur, this kind of logic is implemented using an additional module called Event Response. Let's take a look at how it works. For each event registered in the system, you can set up an algorithm for the corresponding response. There is no limit to the number of event response pairs you can create. The access control system server will execute the required action algorithm immediately after the event is registered. And if the server is offline, you can set up processing for events accumulated by the controller in standalone mode. To configure event responses in the client software, use the Events tab, which has the same name. Click the plus button to add a new event and specify its name. Now, let's look at the available settings on the right side of the window. In Sigur, you can create responses to most of the events that are registered. In the drop-down menu, type you'll find the main events for which you can configure a response, such as access granted or denied, break-in, changes in connection status with access points, changes in access point mode, door held open, account balance changes, schedules, or pressing a button in the monitoring interface. The full list of events is available when you select the When Standard Action Registered type. The subsequent settings may differ depending on the selected type. These will specify filters for the selected event. Next, you need to configure the required response. The following types are available: make an HTTP request, send an SMS or Telegram message, close a visitor pass, set the access point mode, set the badge validity period, send an email notification, perform actions on a security zone, allow a one-time entry, change the account value, or execute a command. There are also several responses available for integrated video surveillance systems. After selecting the required response type, specify its parameters. These will also vary. Let's look at how to configure some event responses. Let's set up access point blocking in case of a break-in. Suppose there is a zone that can only be accessed through 2 access points. Let's configure a response to block these access points in case of a break-in at any of them. Let's add a name for our response. For the type, select Break-in Detected. Specify the required access points to monitor, as well as the direction. By default, there are no filters. Events from all access points are processed. Check the box Only Real-Time Events to respond only to real-time events. Otherwise, the server will send a response to events that were accumulated by the controller while operating offline and transmitted to the server once the connection is restored. In the Edit Event Response section, select the required type, activate access point mode, choose the points, and specify that in the event of a break-in, they will be switched to a blocked state. Save the settings by clicking Apply. Let's see how this response works in practice. To do this, go to the Monitoring tab and select the Floor Plan and Event Display Type. 2 access points are shown on the plan. A break-in event occurs at first access point. We see it in real time in Event List field. Immediately after detection, displayed Locked Mode Set. The server command was normal and on the plan you can see that the access points are now locked. We have a separate video about working with plans. Let's set up notifications for the responsible person in Telegram when the security sensor is triggered. On the Events tab, use the plus button to add a new event and enter a name. For the event type, select Standard Event Registered. Event use Sigur alarm. Since this is a security sensor alarm event, you don't need to select employees or access points. If you are using the Sigur E4 controller, you can select the zone where a response is required in case of an alarm. Check the box Only Real-Time Events. Next, select the type Send SMS or Telegram Notifications. Select Telegram and enter chat ID. We have a video on Telegram notifications. In Notification Text field, enter info. For example, Alarm in Security Zone 1. Save the settings by clicking Apply. Now let's go to the Security tab. When an alarm is triggered in this security zone, the operator will receive a notification in Telegram with the specified text. Among other things, the system can respond to various events with indications on Sigur readers. That is, you can configure the response so that when an event occurs, the reader emits a specified sound and light signal to attract the attention of employees. So, we've looked at how to set up the system's response to various events. Thank you for your attention.